The Mystery Inc. gang strode through the Gotham City Convention Center. The huge space was filled with people checking out rows of special booths. There were booths that sold different types of magnifying glasses, various torches, and special fingerprinting supplies. It's so cool that annual amateur detective convention is in Gotham City this year, Daphne said. That shows that's how they got their special guest this time. Velma added. Fred focused on a booth special, selling special nets and traps for catching bad guys. He rubbed his hands together. I'm getting some new traps ideas already. Root, ready? Scooby-Doo said as he pointed to a tall man wearing a cloak and a hat with a bill on the front and back. I know what you're thinking, but that's not really Sherlock Holmes, pal, Shady said. Like lots of people like to dress as their favorite detective. Many of the convention guests are dressed in costumes. They noticed 3 came as Sherlock Holmes, 2 dressed as Batman, and a few as other detectives that they don't recognize. There were even booths that sold costumes for anyone who wanted to dress up. There's so much to do, Daphne said. It's hard to know where to start. Velma read from the convention program. There's the fingerprinting classes at 1 o'clock, the clue collecting session at 2:30. If you need us, Group and I will be at the snack bar, Shady said. He began counting on his fingers. There's the after breakfast snack at 10:30, the before lunch snack at 11, lunch at noon, second lunch at 1. Yeah, Scooby-Doo agreed, licking his lips. Second lunch. Come on, guys, Fred said. Don't you want to see any of the mystery presentations? Shady shrugged. Like, is there a session about cowering and running in fear before accidentally saving the day at the end? He asked. Because I think Scoop and I already have that one figured out. Velma rolled her eyes. You guys? Shady turned to leave, but accidentally bumped into the back of a tall man wearing a crisp dark suit. Like, excuse me, sir, Shady said. That's quite all right, the man said as he turned to face them. Velma's eyes widened as she pointed at him. Hey, it's billionaire Bruce Wayne. She said, What are you doing here, Mr. Wayne? Mysteries have always been an interest of mine, Bruce replied. Besides, who would resist a chance to meet the convention's special guest? Velma pointed at her program. Yeah, it says Batman himself will be here. Fred grinned, proudly placing his hands on his hip. We've worked with him, you know. Is that right? Bruce asked. It's hard to believe that he would take time out of his busy crime-fighting schedule to make an appearance at a convention, Daphne added. Bruce shrugged. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Little did everyone know that Bruce Wayne was Batman. He came to the convention to see who they planned to pass off as the superhero. I'm here to see Batman too, a young woman added as she approached the group. She had red hair and blue eyes. Like you're Barbara Gordon, Shady said. Police Commissioner Gordon's daughter. That's right, Barbara said. Of course they didn't know that she fought crime in Gotham City as Batgirl. Ladies and gentlemen, boomed a man's voice over the loudspeaker. If you'll kindly make your way to the main stage, it's time to meet our special guest. The Mystery Inc. gang, Bruce Wayne and Barbara Gordon joined the rest of the convention guests in front of a large stage at one end of the convention center. Once everyone was gathered around, the lights dimmed and music began to play. "And now for the moment you've all been waiting for," said the announcer's voice. "We proudly present the world's greatest detective, Batman." Spotlight washed over the stage as a dark figure dropped down from above. His cape flowed around him as he landed in a crouching position on the stage. The audience erupted in applause. 3 points superhero landing, Fred said as he clapped classic. Bruce and Barbara exchanged a glance as they clapped along with the others. The crime fighter rose and waved at the audience. "Greetings, citizen and fellow detective. Welcome to the convention." He put his hands on his hips. "If you have any questions about any of my many thrilling adventures." "That's not Batman," a man interrupted. "His voice is all wrong." "And isn't he supposed to be taller?" a woman asked. The man on the stage glanced around nervously as the audience began to grumble. "That's not even the right costume," shouted a guest who was also dressed as Batman. "That's his old utility belt." "I think they're right," Rama said. "I don't believe that's Batman either." "It isn't?" Fred asked, squinted up at the man. "I mean, it isn't." He nudged a man beside him, dressed as Sherlock Holmes. "And we know we worked with Batman." The man on the stage raised both hands. "Now, hang on there, citizens. I assure you that I'm the real." The crowd grumbled more loudly. Some began to boo. They were soon interrupted by the announcer's voice on the main speaker. "Congratulations, one and all," said the voice. "You solved the first mystery of the day. Give yourself a round of applause." The crowd glanced around in confusion as they clapped. "I don't remember last year's convention starting off like this," Daphne said. "Of course, that's not the real Batman." "Well done, everyone," the voice continued. "Now let's see if any of you detectives can solve the mystery of the haunted convention center." Shaggy gulped. Did he just say haunted convention center? Bam, 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 bam. The doors shut around the main hall slammed shut. Whoosh. Metal shutters slid down over all the windows. There were a few cries of alarm as everyone in the giant hall realized they were trapped. Scooby-Doo tapped Shaggy's shoulder. Ready?" "Don't tell me, Scoob," Shaggy said as he began to tremble. "I don't want to know." The dog shivered as he pointed towards the ceiling. "A ghost!" A glowing green ghost swooped down towards the audience. Its hollow eyes glared at them as it reached out with bony fingers. Several guests scattered as he flew closer. Shaggy jumped into Scooby's arms. "Like I told you not to tell me."